When a killie fly, he died. I kill flies, especially horse flies. They die when I slap them, and then they become fertilizer. And I think that nature is wonderful. You should also think that nature is wonderful, and if you don't, I highly recommend doing it, because you would probably change your whole worldview, you know. Um, Tea bags are really cheap, and you can stuff something like this, but twice as big, maybe four times big, with water, and then just put that in there, and then just put it in the sun, and then you just like have to walk back later and notice that it's brewed, and thanks to the sun. See that you need the sun action in order to like activate the tea. Although technically you could probably just soak it overnight, but it probably won't taste quite as like, I don't know, cooked, I guess you could say. Um, Needs and goals. Medicine cabinet, truth library, or a truth berry, as I like to call it nowadays, because I'm crazy. And I think that you should also think about language all the time, and think about beeswax candles all the time. And I think you should also think about elderberry syrup all the time. And I think you should talk to Jim Hendrix, because he was a great guitar player. And I think you can also be an owl, and you can fly around at night and just, you know, eat things that annoy everybody. That'd be great. Thank you. Okay, not the chickens. Please don't lay off the chickens. I thought you grabbed one of the chickens a couple nights ago. It wasn't you. Sorry, I jumped to conclusions. A coyote ate some eggs that were going to be living entities, and it sucked. But you know what? That's the trade-off you get at nature, you know? Give or take a little. Sometimes a coyote comes in the middle of the night and eats some fertilized eggs, and you have to deal with that. It's just like, whatever. So, I think living here. Shall I say the name of the place? I don't know. I kind of want to remain anonymous, or at least, you know, non-locative, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Non-locate. Google knows where I am. But anyway, la la la. La la la. Didn't know what time it was. The lights were low. Ho, I leaned back on my radio. Some cool cat was laying down some rock and roll. That is all he said. And then the loud sound began to fade. Came back like a slow voice on a wave of haze. That weren't no DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he can blow our minds. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He's told us not to blow it, 'cause he knows it's all worthwhile. He told me, let the children lose it. Oh gosh, have I forgotten that part? It's been a while. No, I'm not playing that song. So I'm going to talk about the universe right now because you deserve it, and also the universe is great. Have you ever just like been the universe? It's wonderful. Um, Also, diatomaceous earth cuts down on ants and pests. So if you just like take one of these weird applicators and just go all around, you can decrease the pest population. Because under a microscope, it's like imagine uh, Iwo Jima, like a bunch of barbed wire and stuff. That's kind of what it looks like on the microscopic level for bugs. But for us, it just dissolves when it comes into contact with our oil. So, like, you can eat it too. It's not going to it'll actually take care of parasites if you use it in a whatever like fashion. Like, don't overboard it. But have you ever put a silver bowl on your head for no reason other than it feels good? I have. So here we go. There was once a time when I was young, and I knew that I didn't know how to play music. Then there was a time when I became 22, when I went to a Buddhist monastery. Just kidding, it was not a Buddhist monastery. I guess you could call it a meditation center, which is more accurate because there weren't monks that lived there, unless there were. There might have been monks that lived there, I don't know, but it was very effective. And then I learned the flute and then the guitar and stuff, and then you can always do that too. If you have the nothing, you can be everything. Don't you know, yeah. And then there was also the universe. Oh, come on. He's lady. Well, okay. I think that's enough of this silver bowl being on my head. It felt good. But now I like my head to be fresh. And I think that learning how to levitate is totally a legitimate thing to do with your time. And always practice music. Or sing. Or drum. Or go for a bike ride while listening to music. Or eat berries in the wild sometimes. If you live in a place that doesn't have wild berries in it, what are you doing with your life? You can get out of that situation. Just like recognize the miracle. So here I am in time. I'm going to Would you like to look at this again? I'm sure you would. It's ASMR. Would you like to be abrasive with me? Okay. Would you like to be abrasive with... Okay. So, I would like to be abrasive with this guitar, like the same way that a electric guitarist like Jimi Hendrix would be able to. But baby steps. Same premium quality since 1835. They've been making Worcestershire sauce for 1,300 years. I can't believe it. So there was once a original story that I told 4 years ago in a dark concert hall in